Have you ever wished that you could alter your armor and help a small monkey man with his self-esteem issues at the same time? Well, that is a very strange wish, but luckily, Elden Ring has a questline that will give you exactly what you want. I'm Jamie Latour, and this is how to unlock armor alteration and finish Bach's questline in Elden Ring. One of the hardest parts of Bach's questline is just finding Bach to begin with. Warp to the Adgil Lake North side of Grace in Limgrave. While you're walking around, you'll likely hear someone with a thick West Country English accent asking you for help. But where's that voice coming from? There isn't anybody around here, just this suspicious-looking shrub surrounded by player messages. Yeah, that's him. Roll into the shrub and our precious little monkey boy will be revealed. I'm still not sure how he got turned into a shrub, but let's just assume a wizard did it. Bach will tell you that he was kicked out of his home and all he has to repay you for your kindness are a handful of mushrooms. Exhaust his dialogue and he'll say that he's going to sneak back into his home to try to steal back his belongings and bring you a real reward. As for where his home is, he'll mention a god-awful cave on the shore. That's the Coastal Cave in Limgrave, located here on the map. Head over there, and inside you'll find poor Bach beaten to a pulp within the cave. How dare you hurt my precious baby monkey boy! Now this is likely a cave that you've done ages ago, but if you haven't, clear it out and defeat the two demi-human chiefs who serve as the Coastal Cave's boss battle. Once you defeat them, you'll get the sewing needle, which you can then hand over to Bach. Once Bach has the needle, armor alteration will be unlocked. This will be an option in the menu when you rest at a site of grace, but using that will cost you 500 runes each time you do it. If you instead let Bach alter your armor, it's free of charge, because Bach is a nice boy. Altering your armor mostly seems to make heavier armor lighter at the cost of slightly reducing its stats, which can be good for players with lower equip loads. It also alters the physical appearance of armor, although most of these cosmetic changes seem to involve just removing capes, which sucks, because I love big, obnoxious capes. As you progress through the game, Bach will appear at one of 4 different sites of grace: Lake-facing Cliffs, East Raya Lucaria Gate, Altus Highway Junction, and East Capitol Rampart. For a while, it won't seem like there's anything else to do with Bach, but when you reach the Church of Boughs in East Liurnia, there will be a chest containing a golden needle. This is for Bach, but for some reason, you won't have the option to give it to him. In order to get the option to hand Bach this needle, you'll need a piece of legendary boss armor. I'm not sure of all the armors that will trigger this next part of the quest, but I know that Radahn's lion armor will do the trick, which means that all you have to do is defeat Star Scourge Radahn. Easy peasy. Once you have some legendary boss armor, go to Bach and he'll apologize to you because he doesn't have the tools to alter such a piece of armor. But Bach, you sweet innocent monkey boy, you do have the tools. We'll now be able to give him the golden needle, which makes him oh so happy. You'll then get a few new dialogue options, including one where he'll ask to call you Lord. If you say that that's totally not weird at all, you'll get the "My Lord" gesture as a reward. Now sit at whatever site of grace you're at, and you should see an option to talk to Melina. She'll tell you that she often sees Bach crying, which is pretty weird because that means that she spends her free time just sitting there watching him cry for hours on end. Seriously, get a hobby, Melina. The most telling part of this conversation is that she mentions that Bach misses his mother and wants somebody to call him beautiful. This is where Bach's questline starts to ramp up, and it can end in a few different ways. First, there's the unhappy ending. Once you've reached the East Capitol Rampart site of grace, Bach will tell you that he knows of Rennala and how she can rebirth people. Over your time with Bach, you'll have heard him say repeatedly how ugly he is, so you can offer to give him a larval tear so he can go to Raya Lucaria and be reborn as a human being. If you agree and hand over the tear, when you warp to the Raya Lucaria Grand Library site of grace, you'll find Bach, who will have been transformed into this freaky, naked human man. He won't say anything to you, so he probably just needs a moment. He just underwent a very dramatic transformation, so let's just give him some time to get used to his new form. We'll just rest at the site of grace, and then we'll go talk to him, and oh, that's not good. Bach will unfortunately be dead, because you can only survive being reborn if you have Rennala's Great Rune, which we do, but Bach didn't. Well, this is a bummer of an ending. Another option is to just not give him the larval tear, although that seems to lead to him disappearing from the game forever, which isn't really an optimal ending either. Where did you go, my Bock? There is one last option, and that's the way to get the happy ending. This requires you to travel to Mount Gelmir and find a location called the Hermit Village. In this spot right here, you'll find one of my favorite items in the entire game, a prattling Pete head that says you're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Oh, stop, come on, no, you're making me blush. Interestingly enough, in this item's description, it states that it offers unconditional love, unrestrained assurance, and that it must have been a mother speaking. Use this item in front of Bock and then speak to him. He'll tell you that he recognizes the voice as that of his mother. He'll say that his mother used to be the only one to tell him that he was beautiful, and he'll ask you if you feel the same way. As long as you're not a heartless bastard, you can tell him that he's beautiful, and he'll no longer feel the need to be reborn, and will swear his undying allegiance to you. Now, you don't really get much of a reward for finishing this quest, but it is so rare to see a From Software NPC questline that actually has a happy ending for someone that it's worth doing for that reason alone. Plus, you get to save a monkey man from a horrific death and allow him to fix up your clothes until the end of time. And if having your own personal monkey tailor isn't enough of a reward for you, then I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, it's a monkey tailor. That's literally all I've ever wanted. As far as I'm concerned, I just beat the game. For more Elden Ring news and guides, check out thegamer.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.